Last 5 seconds. Ready, start. There is no wrong without a remedy. The law wills that in every case where a man is wronged and in damage, he must have a remedy. A mere declaration of invalidity of an action or finding of custodial violence or death in lockup does not by itself provide any meaningful remedy to a person whose fundamental right to life has been infringed. Much more needs to be done. There can be no gainsaying that freedom of an individual must yield to the security of the state. The right of preventive detention of individuals in the interest of security of the state in various situations prescribed under different statutes has been upheld by the courts. The right to interrogate the detainees, culprits, or arrestees in the interest of the nation must take precedence over an individual's right to personal liberty. The Latin maxim salus populi suprema lex, the safety of the people is the supreme law, and salus republicae suprema lex, safety of the state is the supreme law, coexist and are not only important and relevant but lie at the heart of the doctrine that the welfare of an individual must yield to that of the community. The action of the state, however, must be right, just, and fair. Fundamental rights occupy a place of pride in the Indian Constitution. Article 21 provides no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. Personal liberty thus is a sacred and cherished right under the Constitution. The expression life or personal liberty has been held to include the right to live with human dignity, and thus it would also include within itself a guarantee against torture and assault by the state or its functionaries. Article 22 guarantees protection against arrest and detention in certain cases and declares that no person who is arrested shall be detained in custody without being informed of the grounds of such arrest, and he shall not be denied the right to consult and defend himself by a legal practitioner of his choice. Clause 2 of Article 22 directs that the person arrested and detained in custody shall be produced before the nearest magistrate within a period of 24 hours of such arrest, excluding the time necessary for the journey from the place of arrest to the court of magistrate. Article 20, clause subsection 3 of the Constitution lays down that a person accused of an offence shall not be compelled to be a witness against himself. These are some of the constitutional safeguards provided to a person with a view to protect his personal liberty against any unjustified assault by the state. In tune with the constitutional guarantee, a number of statutory provisions also seek to protect personal liberty, dignity, and basic human rights of the citizens. Chapter 5 of the Criminal Procedure Code 1973 deals with the powers or arrest of a person and the safeguards which are required to be followed by the police to protect the interest of the arrested person. Section 41 CRPC confers powers on any police officer to arrest a person under the circumstances specified therein without any order or a warrant of arrest from a magistrate. Section 46 provides that the method and manner of arrest under this section no formality is necessary while arresting a person. Under Section 49, the police is not permitted to use more restraint than is necessary to prevent the escape of the person. Section 50 enjoins every police officer arresting any person without warrant to communicate to him the full particulars of the offence for which he is arrested and the grounds for such arrest. The police officer is further enjoined to inform the person arrested that he is entitled to be released on bail and he may arrange for the sureties in the event of his arrest for a non-bailable offence. Section 56 contains a mandatory provision requiring the police officer making an arrest without warrant to produce the arrested person before a magistrate without necessary delay, and section 57 echoes clause 2 of article 22 of the Constitution of India. Stop.